what are the top 5 aircraft, in my opinion, that need to be in the separated BR changes coming to War Thunder, or vehicles that were already there but need a little bit of a different change. Hello guys, once again, it's Matt, and of course yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, they posted the new, following the roadmap with the new battle ratings for different modes, right? So certain aircraft will have a different, BR for air battles or ground battles, depending on the performance, killing tanks or killing aircraft, right? And then I decided to make a top 5 video of 5 aircraft, or like it's going to be more than that because I included like different variants in the same category, but aircraft that need to be added to that list or need to be changed that are inside that list. So the 5th one would be something like that, an aircraft that is on that list, the A10, but I still believe that it needs to be a little bit different than what it was added. So how it was added, it is basically an increase in BR for the ground battles, which I think it's fine, but I still believe that both A10s and maybe even the A6E need to be increased in BR in air battles as well. I still believe that there are too many aircraft facing A9Ls against the A10, which are not really fair, right? So maybe increasing the BR for ground battles to even higher than 10.7 that they are going to do. I don't know about that, but at least increase to 10.7 all the A10s and the A6E because of the A9L. That would be my first one. Kind of controversial, some people might disagree, but I still believe in that. On 4th position, I added the Tornado IDS. I still think that it needs a lower BR for air battles and maybe a higher BR for ground battles. So they added 2 IDSs there, the Marine Flieger and the WTD, but the thing is that both of them don't have any guided weaponry. That's why they are putting the BR from 11.0 to 10.3 in ground battles. But the thing is that these aircraft, because of the guided weaponry, they are using an 11.3 BR. All of them, the Asta, the Italian one, all of them are using an 11.3 BR. But just like I said, the Marine Flieger and the WTD, they're basically the same aircraft. The only difference is that they don't have a guided weaponry, right? And they are 11.0. So in a air battle, there is no sense of the IDSs be 11.3. The Asta, the Italian one, and the British one, the German one, right? The 3 of them need to be 11.0. And then, I mean, they're in the same BR as the Tornado F3. How does that even make sense? The Tornado F3 is a completely superior aircraft in air-to-air combat to be in the same BR as the IDS. Since now, the only reason why those aircraft were 11.3 it was because of the ground battles. Since now we are going to have divided ground battle and air battle BRs, add those aircraft to 11.0 in air battles, and then in ground battles 11.3 or even 11.7 maybe because of the guided weaponry, right? I mean, the Tornado GR1 even has the PGM, so it might be like need even an 11.7 BR, I don't know, but still I believe that there is a need of a change there. In 3rd position, I added one that is a little bit problematic as well, but hear me out, okay guys? It's the Mirage 2000D, and to be honest, take a look on all the Mirages and everything like that, but especially the D variant. Why? Because this aircraft kinda is suffering from the same problem as the Tornado IDS, right? Although it does have the cannon and it does have the ability to carry 2 magic 2s with the buffed performance, it can be a very deadly aircraft. It's still very much an attacker, right? So for ground battles and with the weapon systems that this thing has, especially the S30L and the GBUs, or even the BGL 1000, which is pretty good, I still believe that it should be a higher BR for ground battles, 11.7 maybe, or something like that. For air battles, then it's where the discussion needs to be placed. Does this thing deserves to be 11.0 or 11.3? Do we need a new type of BR change even for the different types of, loadouts that you can use maybe? Without the magic choose, this aircraft is should be even less, but the Magic 2 kind of brings it up to an 11.3 kind of situation in an air battle, right? But still, I believe that we need some revising there. And then for the top 2, we have 2 Russian aircraft, the Su-17M4 and the Su-22 M4 in second place, which are, you know, one of the best attackers that, for example, Germany has and the USSR has in the top like ranks of tier 7, right? And it is a very, very good aircraft. Yes, it is limited in some senses. You know, it doesn't have a pod to actually find targets very easily. On using TV guided stuff, you still need to use a normal TV system, but it's pretty much the same as a Maverick, right? And the laser guided system isn't the greatest ever. So I understand why these aircraft may not be like, you know, ready for be changing like that, but still, I think that the BR that they are right now, 11.0 is, it can be a little bit different, you know, maybe a higher BR for of course the ground battles, and then maintaining an air battle or something like that. I just believe that it should be changed a little bit, right? And the first one, the final one, is obviously the Su-25. I talked about the A10, so I have to talk about the Su-25 and of course the Su-25T as well. Both aircraft are not in the list that they released, and I still believe, just like the A10, that no aircraft with such a low BR should have all aspect missiles, right? So of course for air battles, I still believe that these aircraft should be a higher BR. For ground battles, I mean, why not? But it depends, you know. For example, the T variant for sure needs to be an 11.7 BR at least, and then maybe an 11.0 as you know, normal aircraft. Although it does have the R-73, which is a missile that you do need to be careful. But at least, on the very least, the T variant should be 11.7 for ground battles, and then the normal Su-25 and Su-25K, maybe, you know, in an air battle, adding it to at least 10.3, maybe even higher, and of course, maybe a different BR for ground battles depending on how it stands there. It doesn't have anything too amazingly impossible to avoid guided wise, you know, but still it's an aircraft that can take a punch and remain alive like it was nothing. So it's a dangerous aircraft if you're not careful. So these are 5 aircraft that I think need to be, you know, having a different BR with the new BR system. But of course there are always more, so leave it in the comments. Of course I try to maintain the theme over here that Gaijin is doing before adding, you know, props. They're tackling the jets and stuff with this new system, so bear that in mind. But still, leave it in the comments what is your opinion on this matter, and what aircraft would you like to see a BR changed in ground battles or air battles now that this will be a system. I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye guys.